Hello everyone. It's Jackie from Pocket of Preschool, and I want to show you guys the brand new Plant Math and Literacy Centers unit. So this is a brand new unit. It just came out today, so it'll be half off for 48 hours. So if you want it, go grab it. So I'm going to show you each one, but first, all of the center units, the old ones, I will be adding this to it, but they come with organization labels, as well as a clickable table and contents, and then all of the teacher pages with real photographs of each activity in action. And then I always put the teacher direction page on one side, and then on the other side I put any printables that I need to copy on the copier on the other side. And I just throw this in my theme container tub to help me organize all the things. So this center pack has 2 fine motor activities. The first fine motor is this Play-Doh plant activity mats. So it has all the different flowers. And then to sneak in some science, I also put in some planting tools. They're gonna do a Play-Doh parts of a flower, Play-Doh plant needs, and Play-Doh life cycle. So that's a fun one. Again, great fine motor and sneaking in some science. The other fine motor is cutting. So there's always just a regular fine motor, and then there's a cutting. This one is a name cutting activity. Now, if you don't want to use the name part, it can be more of a cutting collage if you like. But what they're going to do is you're going to cut some green strips. They're going to snip it to make the grass, and then they're going to cut in those bounce back scissors if your kiddos need extra help cutting. So those are the 2 fine motor. Here is the word cards that's in the literacy unit. I'm going to walk and show you that, the writing unit, sorry, at the end of this. So one thing you can do with the word card, there we go, I lost you for a minute. Put it a pipe cleaner, a flower on the end of a pipe cleaner, and then they can make they can make like a garden word. So that's just, again, another fun way to just build some words. And then here, I'm just going to go ahead and walk and show you guys while I'm thinking about it, so don't forget. Sorry, I'm making you dizzy. Here is the writing center. So it has word cards. I have the uppercase set in. There are lowercase word cards as well, like vocabulary cards. And then there's paper. That's one of the activities. But again, you can put the activities at your writing center if you want. Just wanted to show that as an option. And then the paper, I know you guys may not use this half paper, so it also comes with a dotted line, a single line, a full page, and then the half page, which I always use the half page in my class. But again, all the options for all the different types of classrooms and what you prefer. So that's the writing center. Sorry if I'm making you dizzy. Let me go finish showing you all of the other literacy centers. So there's 6 literacy centers. I'm sticking to all the papers. Oh geez, I took one with me. Oh my. Okay, it's all right, we got this. Okay. Crazy town today. All right, so this is a letter puzzle. So there's uppercase or uppercase, lowercase to pick from. This is actually that paper bedding. It's actually in the pet section at Walmart, but it looks like dirt, and it's easy to clean up, but they're just matching the uppercase and lowercase. And again, it comes with uppercase as well. And then there's 2 worksheets. This is a syllable game. So what they're going to do is match the petals to build the flower. So pineapple. Oh, that was a typo on my part. I fixed it on yours. And then tree, it has 1. So they're going to put it on the 1 flower. That's why I print everything out, you guys, to make sure everything is correct and perfect. So they're making little flowers. I do have Velcro on mine. You don't have to have Velcro, but I just wanted them to stick. And then there's a worksheet also included. Here's the beginning sound game. So they are clip cards. So they're going to take a card and figure out what the beginning sound is and clip it with a clothespin. And again, there is a worksheet included. My feet are sticking to all the printables today. Okay. All right. Here's the letter formation activity that you saw at the writing center. So basically they can either use a dry erase marker or a manipulative, like these little beans for seeds. and they are going to practice writing letters. You can also use Play-Doh, and there is a worksheet included as well. This is my favorite literacy activity. So it's compound words. So what they're going to do is they are going to find the seeds to make the compound word. And on these, I just literally tape them to an envelope. It's hard to do one-handed. But they're going to put the little seeds inside, like I did on this one. So that way they're kind of like in the seed pocket. So we have like butterfly, tree house, and then like rainbow, cupcake, toolbox, all the things. And I just taped them to a popsicle stick. So you are making some compound words. And I know that's a skill that you guys have been asking for. So I included that one for this center pack. And then we are planting some letters. So you can play this game a couple different ways. So you can, if you want to use a magnet wand, put little paper clips on it on each letter card, and they can do an uppercase, lowercase letter match. And they can write the letters they plant, or in the seed bag, they can write it down. Or you can do words. So you could do like sight words like and, or you could do names. So I have blank cards in there, so you can do names if you want. Or you can always use these seed letters in a writing tray. Okay, so those are all of the literacy. And don't forget there's the writing center as well. All right, now let me show you the math. This is the one I knocked over. So give me just a second. Oh my gosh, it's hot in my house. Okay, this is what I knocked over. Okay, so for this game, there's 3 levels of play for this one. So what they're gonna do is they're gonna pick the card, and you can have them put them next in a line. So that's one way you can play it. And as they find the numbers, they're gonna flip them over. They can cover them up. So I had these all the way covered up until 7 because we have all of our numbers up until 7. So that is one way to play. Another way to play, oh my gosh, everything is sticking to me. Okay, another way to play would be to make like a giant garden number line. So start with 1 and go all the way, clip all of the number cards to 50. And then they can mark them off as they find them on the 50 chart. So that's another way you can play. And if you are working on counting to 100, you can have them pick a card and they can find it on the 100 chart and cover it up, or they can trace it. So up to you. Again, a whole bunch of different ways to play, different levels of play, and you do what works for you. On the pool noodle, I just cut it in half, and then I cut a slit in the top for the popsicle sticks to fit. And then there are some worksheets with this. So they have the tracing ones where they fill it in, or they can fill in the whole, all the numbers. So you pick, again, what works for you. Here are some number puzzles. So we're working on counting and how you can represent numbers different ways. And I just threw some flowers in there for some extra counting fun. So we have the numeral, a 10 frame, and then they're counting objects, which are the leaves. We have number puzzles up to 20, and there are worksheets included as well. Another counting game are these flowers. So again, there's 2 levels of play for this one. So there are flower levels, and I know everybody usually does the beads. So I wanted to do something different for you guys. So they are going to clip clothespins on, like leaves, so they can identify the number, put that many clothespins on, or you can work on some addition. So this one would be 4 plus 3, and they have worksheets included. Again, working on that fine motor by using these clothespins. And you can also use beads with these, but I just wanted to mix it up and do something a little bit different. And then for shapes, we have some shape formation cards. So see these little guys? So they're gonna pick one of those and then find the mat to match. And then they can either use a dry erase marker or a manipulative. I just have some green pom-poms to make all the different shapes. And of course, there's a worksheet. This game, they are making flower gardens. So they can either extend the flower garden. So put the pom-poms on top and extend it. This one is blank, so they can make their own. So that by putting the pom-poms, you can also use counters, anything you got. And then there is a worksheet included with that as well. You can't really see it. There we go. There it is. So they're just coloring a pattern. For graphing, I kicked this one a little bit. They are going to spin the spinner. I got purple. So they put a purple pom-pom on. So they are making their graph by spinning the spinner. Throw that one back in. And then if you don't want to use objects, you can also have them use dot markers. They're just going to dot the colors, and then they can do their graph that way with the spinner. So they're collecting data. They're looking at more and less, because whichever one of them has to get to the top in order for the game to be over. So they were going to be comparing quantities the whole time. They're going to be talking about more and less, and they're going to be estimating probably how many more they think they're going to need, or which one's going to win. So you know how they get all excited on graphing games. So another measurement game for this one is measuring the carrots, and I have some other measurement charts, but these are just some big lima beans. So it's fun to measure with different things, again using those non-standard things to measure. So you can use lima beans, and they're going to measure the carrots. They can also use cubes, and you can measure the flowers. I also have a couple other boards. So we have, they can measure the trees, flowers, we have corn stalks, we have radishes, and of course there's a couple worksheets with that. And then the last math game is this, it's sticking to me again, this counting 10 frame mat. So these are not real worms. These are just little pipe cleaners, guys, don't worry. So what they're gonna do is they are going to take a dry erase marker, and they can trace the number 7. And there are the correct amount of worms on the numbers too. And then they can count it out in the 10 frame, and then they can put that many in there in the dirt. And again, super easy, manipulative to make. Just little pipe cleaners, added tweezers for fine motor, and it goes all the way up to 20, and it has a couple worksheets with it. So I hope you guys love the new plant unit. Again, this one is brand new. It's never been released before. There'll be a plant book list on the blog in a couple days. And then, yeah, so if you guys have any questions, let me know. I hope you guys enjoy this brand new unit for spring. And I will talk to you guys soon.